And we are live. I think I was going to make it for a hot second. I was running around. Let's wait for a couple people to join, make sure we're live, and a couple things to talk about. We will be having Corey and Scott with the Georgia Rock Zombies on in a little bit today to go over their next event, Halloween Haul and Crawl. Looks like we got a new member in here, JJ's World. What's up, JJ? Make sure to send an email to brock@reefsrc.com. It's BROC, reefsrc.com, so we can get your account set up in Shopify. Apex is in here. What's up, Apex? You're done RC. Hello. Hey, Brock. How's it going, Stacy? See you in 2 weeks. I'm not ready, though. I have nothing ready for Haul and Crawl. My buggy needs a new ESC. I have the transmission here for my Optic, which is going to be my main running truck, so that's not in. So I got a lot of work to do. John, good afternoon. Good to see you. I got some stuff I got to get together. So it's going to be crunch time. I'm planning on doing it tomorrow, but then I just got exciting stuff that keeps popping up that I want to build. So it's really difficult to dedicate myself to get one on. Is your mic on? No, it's not, Rich. I forgot the mic, fellas. See, Reef's not here to ask me. What about that? Is that working? Hola. What's up, Josh? Harley Designs is in here. Let's see if this mic is working. I'm telling you, I was like, there it goes. It shows it's working. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Okay. Badfish is in here. Hello. What's up, Max Paul? Josh, I got something you're really going to want to see. You can kind of see it in this area. But I know you're a Viterra guy. I might start with it as people get in here because it's only going to be exciting for 3 of us. What's up, Jeremy Watkins? But I happened to be in Rich's office and found Axial SCX10 Pro rails in Viterra green. This is Viterra. So I'm about to make myself a Viterra Pro. And there's only like 3 of us in here that are going to appreciate this. Josh, I thought you would be one of them, but I know you're the ultimate Viterra guy in the world, but I'm about to release the Viterra Pro. Look at this. It is like a dark green. Doesn't go with anything, but I'm excited. Now I just got to source transmission shocks. All of this stuff just to have a Viterra Green Pro, but I mean, whoo. Let's get nice and close. Let me hit that light. Viterra Green Pro. That is an exciting find. I was I got some axles for you to use. I think I might have straight axles, Jeremy. I appreciate that. I might need a trans, but I think I need it. Yeah, Stacy, who doesn't need these? Everyone wants a set of these. Brad Brennan's in here. What's up? Alabama's checking in. David, how are you? Yeah, I am. I'm beyond excited. I retired my Test Pro just because it was getting hammered. I built another one, but I think I have axles, and the skid is different. But terrible. That's funny. Jeremy, of course, you have everything. I'll hit you up after this. We'll see what we can get. Maybe I'll pick it up while we're there at Haul and Crawl. The skid is different, but it's possible. Wyatt, I know a guy that knows something about skids because I know a guy. Let's discuss that. But the reason I found these amazing axles is because I was in there and I was digging through Rich's parts to come out with this, which is going to be my new Axial SCX10 Pro rear axle for 4-wheel steer. But this setup will allow me to mirror the axles front and rear. So I don't know if any of you picked it up on Rich's Moon Buggy. They're mirrored. So instead of normally when you do a 4-wheel steer, well, this is straight axle, it's not going to work. But normally they're offset like this. So you'll have this one in the front and then your pumpkin will be over here. But when you mirror it, you can actually put them both on the same side. So your drive line is perfectly straight, which is, it's just like a nerdy feature I'm excited about. So I was digging in the boxes. I saw these. Rich was like, oh, if you want them, take them. I was like, what do you mean? Who does? Everybody in the world would want these. So I'm going to have this one on top of my unreleased Axial green ones, and it's going to be a good time. But I was in there to get the pieces to make a mirrored Pro axle 4-wheel steer buggy that is going to go under my capper cage because I have a spare capper cage and parts, and I thought it'd be a fun idea. After seeing at Proline by the Fire, Rich's rig make tight donuts, it was like literally turning in its own tracks with the 4-wheel steer with the reef portal parts, I was like, I must have this. I need this. Like, he is for sure just jealous. He's going to be hitting me up. He's already in my DMs, Rich. He's already trying. So I'm going to bring this chair over because I don't want to clog the workbench. But this has nothing to do with anything, just things I'm nerding out about. A couple parts over here. You know, it's full nerd. Scott said I got him tied up backstage. That's how I keep it, Scott. I got to keep it real for a minute. Love it. So cool parts getting rid. Well, let's do some reef business. This is Reef Show. I'm just taking it over. Pezza's in here. What's up, Pezza? How are you doing, buddy? But the orange servo, there's like 5 of them left. They are all limited. 100 of them were only made. It's the Raw 500 in orange for Halloween. They dropped Monday, and I stopped by to see if I could get a couple more, and they are almost gone. I literally think there's like 5 left. So if you haven't done so, you're watching this live, order them today, right now. If you're not watching it live, they're probably already gone. But still check the website. It's very cool. If you are a gold member, obviously you got early access to those. You get 10% off. If you're not a gold member, get on it. It's a good time. We're having fun. A lot of cool features gone over there. Man, could you imagine me tying you boys up? Like, we're just living in fantasy world. There's no way I'm tying you fellas up. Let's be honest here. Let's all just me tying them. It's crazy. So coolest part is for my optic build that I'm taking with me to Halloween Haul and Crawl is my dual dig transmission. So Colorado Adventure Time, or Colorado Cody as we call him, makes a part that goes inside the transfer case of this transmission to lock up the rear and the front, obviously at different times, but you can lock them both up at the same time. That's pretty good. They want to be tied up. All right, I guess that's what their kink is. I don't know if I want to be the guy to tie them up, but Judah, you can take that one over for me. Apex Gold member obviously got his orange and teal. He knows what's up. So yeah, so he makes 2 options. He makes a 6% overdrive and a 46% overdrive option. So the way this has been described to me, I was calling it front dig and rear dig, but I guess front dig is still when the rear locks up. So I've been calling it dig and burn. So if you lock the rear up, which happens, this will slide back. This still spins. You can't really see it in the video, but the front spinning, this one's locked up. So that'll be dig. And then you shift this back into gear. You lock this one out, and the front will lock up. So essentially, you can make it where the front's pulling and driving, rear end stopped, or the front stopped, and you can slide the rear end around. I don't think it has a slipper, though, Jeremy. I think I got the slipper eliminator kit. You could lock them both up, which I will inherently do one time, and that'll really mess a lot of stuff up, and I'll have to fix it. But hopefully, I don't mess that up. Stacy got her gold and teal the other day. Love them. I mean, the orange is awesome. I love the teal, but as being an orange guy, I'm super stoked on the orange. But this is going to give the optic a lot more maneuverability and a lot more crawlability. I also locked it in the 46% overdrive now, so that's the one I got. So immediately the front has 46% overdrive, so I don't have to worry about putting overdrive in the axles. I have brass parts coming from it. It's going to be dialed. I am loving the optic. I love the wrap that Corey did. We can talk to him about that in a minute, but I am stoked on that. But with this, I needed a way to shift these servos, and I didn't want to use a full-size servo in the rear, so I Cliff McCrawl, and he hooked it up with his prototype version for the shifting servos that runs our 55 micro. So you get a 55 micro on both sides. This bolts in just like this. Instead of running 2 299s or big, full tents, like imagine, look at the size difference. Like the 299's low pro, but the footprint's still the same. Like that big versus this tiny thing. And it's just shifting. There's going to be more than enough power in that 55. So I got this out of the mail last night, and I'm excited to get all of this hooked up in the optic for Halloween Haul and Crawl this weekend. This is tomorrow's plan. Well, it was tomorrow's plan until I got those green rails, but I'm trying to hide those green rails out of sight. So I fixed this first because I'd like this for Haul and Crawl. I think it's going to be a really cool option. The 46% overdrive is obviously going to help the truck climb better, turn better. It's going to be dialed. I am excited for this. So thank you, Cody, Colorado Adventures. If you guys are looking for the dig and burn setup, is what I've been calling it, hit them up. And then as soon as we're 100% satisfied, or Cliff McCraw is 100% satisfied on this, he'll be releasing this on his website. But it is a great part, super simple to install, and it looks good. I mean, it's a good print. Like, guys, what are we doing here? Looks good. Boom, boom, boom. I'm blowing through my items to talk about. Hopefully Scott and Corey are chatty. I was like, I need like 30 minutes to talk about things. I'm like 10 minutes in and getting it out. Look at that. Even Judah realizes quality is pretty good today. Judah, that's because we upgraded. We are now streaming in 1080p, baby. No more of that 480 basic level nonsense. We're full 1080 today, which is exciting. We are also going to try to go live. It's not next week, but the week after, from Halloween Haul and Crawl. So hopefully we can get enough signal, get that up and running, and get that going. So another cool feature, it's just a battery. It's not cool, but the reason Reef is not on here today because he's out there talking to Dan with My Trick RC, and he is hooking up our optics with all of his optic kit. I'll have linked in the description after this live because I didn't have time to link it beforehand. But they have these really cool lighted whip options. So we're going to go to there. And then we're going to go to here and boom. Like, I know you can't tell how bright it is on here. You did indeed, Josh. You did indeed shame Reef into it. Finally, I got to order a boom mic next because of you, because he's yelling at me. So I got to get a shotgun mic in here because he's tired of these. Says they don't work that well. So yeah, 1080p. The system can't handle anything higher than that. But yeah, look how good it looks. We got new lights, new this. You got a wider angle. You can see the Taken in the background. It's pretty dialed. Also, it's just because it's me today. Reef wouldn't let it be this nice. But look at this. I mean, guys, this is bright. And it's like super flexible. Hits in this little mount here. And it hooks up to their JST connector, which we are running on our XT60 connector. It's a little big, but here it is. Like, there we go. Now I don't even have to do any research. Thank you, Josh. AT795 mic and a Zoom H4n Pro. Boom. That's all I got. Reef, order it today. We will get it together. Let's see. Is that lightsaber? Is that a lightsaber, bro? He did have one that he was out there that's red that he was using in a Darth Vader, but this one's Gigawatt. You put one of these in at the show. Like, it is it's pretty bright. I mean, you can let's go full nerd. Like, we're not nerds enough. I'm just gonna start playing. It's pretty rad. But I wonder how long. What is the battery life on this? Is that 90 or 60? 60%. So we got a little bit. I'm going to put this along the orange servo. Go dual oranges. Is it going to hook in? What if I go like this? There. Guys, look how good that is going to be. Colorado Adventure Time. Colorado Cody is in here. I was just talking about the dig and burn trans. Cody, I got it hooked up finally. So I got them both in there ready to go. And then I hit up Andy at Cliff McCraw, and I'm done. I'm pretty excited about it. Got this to go into here to get everybody working together. Everybody's friends. Max Paul loved Harley's live last night. I was watching it while I was working on Reefs Pro earlier. I didn't get that far into it. We need that for Halloween Haul and Crawl. Does it come in green? I think it does. He's got a lot. We have orange, white, red right now to choose from. But they, they're pink. I saw there's a bunch of them. I'm sure there's green. But yeah, there's a million of them. Embarrassingly enough, when I first did it, Cody, I did install them at the same time. So what Cody's referring to is he has a 6% option and a 40% option for the overdrive. And I just was going really quick and I put them both in and then ended up having neutral or dual locked. So it did not work at all. Luckily, I realized it before I put it in the truck. I was like, what is this gear is not meeting this? There's no gear for this gear. This gear is just rubbing on this random piece of metal. So yeah, it took me a hot minute. Players fuck up. That's all I'm going to say. Players fuck up. We make mistakes. I'm not pro. I got to make a mistake here and there. Yeah, it was not a great idea. But yeah, my trick, I'll link that in the description below, and we will have those. Also, for you micro racers out there, let's hook that back up. We have the brand new low seats, too small to put there, Micro B. Rich got hooked up with one of these. It is really fun to drive. I was mocking him like, bro, this is too small. I got the mini beat. Like, I don't need a micro beat. You need a micro beat. I already ordered one. It is a ton of fun. But the coolest part is Rich put the micro 99 in there. So that's exciting. The servo arm isn't perfect. You have to do a couple modifications. Let's see if I can pull that up for what he did. I should have this ready. Share screen. I don't think I saved them. Where's this? Where's this screen? I want this screen. That one. Window. There we go. Share. Put me small. There we go. I like this one. So you have to trim the battery tray here, and then you take the plastic arm mount, and it's not changing. I suck at this. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Percent share screen. Window, this one. So you want to eliminate the red. So the red has to go away, and you come up with this view. But it doesn't have amazing steering because the servo arm on the stock has a servo saver. So it pushes it way out. So you need like a ball stud with a standoff. So we're working on alternate options for that. If you're going dirt oval, it works great because it turns left like a freaking champ. Right, you might make a 3-point turn, but it does pretty good. I'm excited for it. It was fun. I mean, if you guys are looking for like carpet racing, in-house racing, like to bash around, like this is really fun. It reminds me of the old Losi had a similar size to this, and there was like a 4-wheel drive short course truck, a rally buggy. I still have the rally buggy. It was a ton of fun. Those were 4-wheel drive, and we used to make cardboard jumps in the house, and like me, my dad, my brothers, all of our buddies, we'd race them just around the kitchen. Very similar to this. It's a good time. Anybody see Mofo put his motor? Anybody see Mofo put his motor in a microbeat? Awesome. Gonna need steel gears. Dang, I did not see that. I did not know these were gonna pop off like they were. Like when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know. It just seems too small to do anything with, but it looks like a good time. So I don't know. But I've rambled on long enough. Let's bring in the reason we're live today, and that is to talk to Scott and Corey. Let's see if we can add. Maybe Corey muted himself. Can unmute the guests because they choose to mute themselves. So there we go. Look at these fellas. Can I hear them?
Yes, you should be able to hear me.
Oh, I can hear
one. Can you?
I can, fellas. Look at that. Look at this. We got you in here. Everything.
Look at Corey all fancy.
I'm not great with the links and the invites and the stuff. Like, he's good at muting himself. Look at that. It even pops up. So, fellas, we are 2 weeks out from. Look at Corey, even with the professional background. Corey, well done. Of course, the graphics guy's got a good background. Who would have expected anything less? Feel this thing yet? No, it's still good. So, I think we're 2 weeks out, right? It's the weekend of. Hit me with it.
Through the 20th.
There it is.
20th.
18 through the 20th. For any of you that are looking for info on Halloween Haul and Crawl, I've included the event tickets and the apparel link in the description right now below. So if you're in the area, you're looking to go the 18th through the 20th, click that link, get a ticket. How long can they get tickets for?
All the way up until they can buy them online all the way up till Friday.
This Friday?
No,
tomorrow, next Friday.
Friday of the event.
Friday. Oh, there you go. So you can buy them all the time. There's no max. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Well, we the only deadline we had was Dixieland RC and Toxic Creations put up some prizes for online tickets sold by September the 30th, and so the deadline's been met. We hit like, what was it, 132, I think.
134 is what you said today.
Well, we're at 134 now, but the deadline, on the deadline, we hit 128. That's what it was.
Very cool. Look at this. Who paid Mark to call you guys sexy? Which one of you paid him off? No, one of you.
That's just the admin thing. It's just
said, hello, guys. Hey, there's a lot of sexiness going on in here with this group.
There's a whole lot of sexiness going on.
So what for somebody that hasn't been to a Halloween Haul and Crawl yet, what can I expect as a first timer? What should I expect? What should I prepare for?
Scott, you want to take that?
I mean, the first thing is if you've never been to Cherokee Rock Village, that place is
Never.
epic.
So excited.
So it's if you go to Proline by the Fire and you're at Horseman Park, I mean, those mountains and rocks out there are freaking amazing. But so this is the East Coast version of that.
Ooh, that's exciting.
It overlooks Lake Wise in Alabama. So, like, literally, there's places in this park that if you fall, you're never coming back. So you got to be careful.
All right, so no drinking and crawling.
Yeah, no, it's not a good idea. But yeah, it's a place. I mean, it's a place where rock climbers go to practice for their big stuff. When they go
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of high peaks and a lot of rocks to play on. You're not going to get bored crawling out here.
Yeah.
But other than that, the trails and things are just amazing. If you come and go on the night run with Corey, he'll take you through places that are so dark you can't see your hand in front of your face.
Oh my goodness.
It gets that dark. So yeah, you're gonna need a headlamp. Your rig's probably gonna need some lights and things like that. But it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
There's caves and canyons and things to crawl through. It's crazy.
That sounds exciting. Yeah, we're getting dialed with the lights. I got a nice Milwaukee headlamp. I'll try to make sure to throw that in the suitcase. I'm excited. We rarely get out for night crawling. By the time the night crawl runs, I'm pretty exhausted, but I'm excited because Reef's like, these are the best night runs we're making every single night run. So I mean, if he's willing to go out at night, then I know I'm going to have a good time because he's only the one that's keeping me back in.
Yeah, we
Mark
tried to scare him first year. We couldn't. I mean, we didn't scare him, but Corey did a good job. But
that sounds like
everybody turned off all the lights. He didn't know where he was. But
yeah, that would freak me out. I'm on my cell phone light. I'm a headlight on me. I got that new light on the new iPhone so I can direct it because they think that's what you need.
So cool.
Brad said, bring your top shelf crawler. I am going to leave my comp rig at home, but I'm going to bring the optic, which is a fun rig to run. And I'm going to bring my moon buggy, which is pretty good. It did some lines last weekend at Horseman's. I was really surprised it did. Being a 7-pound metal cage rig, like I thought it was going to have more limitations than it did, but the 4-wheel steer and the sticky tires, like it really hooked up everywhere.
Yeah, it's going to hook up the Cherokee then. You're not going to
Brandon said, rock so sticky, Amazon tires work. Well, there we go, because I got good tires, so I'll be set. I don't need to worry about it. Cool caves and caverns. Yeah, that sounds exciting.
You could actually put tires on the crawler and crawl at Cherokee Rock Village.
Yeah? Look at this. I put Amazon tires, swamp tires, and my truck is sitting in a few days, and I thought I was going to rip these tires off the table. It's so sticky. That's exciting. Yeah, I'm excited. I love crawling more than trailing, so having a place, because normally, no offense to the East Coast guys, when we go to the East Coast guys, it's a lot of trailing. It's just wood trails, which is fun, but not a lot of my rigs fit a wood trail run. So having a place with epic rocks and fun stuff to go under, I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really excited.
Get bored there. I promise.
That's what I love. I'm really excited for this one. I haven't been. Reef's been talking it up. I'm excited to get out again. We haven't been to many events this year. Like we kind of scaled back from our usual event schedule. So one more last event for me of the season. Like I'm ready for it. I'm excited. I got the trans for the H10. Hopefully my trio brass will be here before then. So have a little weight up front, little overdrive. It runs on 4S, so big throttle finger. I think I'm ready to go.
Yeah, there's plenty of places you can use. You can use 2S, 4S, 6S, whatever. There's places for all that there.
And if you're crazy enough, if you put 6S in it, we'll have a bash ramp you can send it off of. I mean, you want to see how strong it really is.
I don't want a bash ramp. No bash ramps. No. 4S is plenty on both of these trucks. The moon buggy only does like 2 miles an hour, so that's not going anywhere. The H10 on 4S, it's got that like rock crawl, rock race mode, so I can turn the drag brake off. That thing scoots, so it should be a pretty good time. Brandon's telling me to bring my comp rig. You'll regret it. There'll be plenty of guys I know there that'll have a comp rig that'll let me borrow a remote.
Oh yeah,
tell you this great comp rig place that isn't what this event is about, but you wish you had a comp rig. Damn, stop convincing. I'm only bringing 2 trucks. The luggage is small. Every truck I bring is another article of clothing I cannot bring. So I'll be stinky and have a comp truck, or I'll be comfortable. And
you guys have shirts. Event shirts are on the way being shipped to my house. So
Yeah,
you'll
I'm
have
excited.
those
The
in here.
shirts. I wonder if I can show this with you guys in here. Let's see.
You should be
Share
able
screen.
to.
Oh, you would think a normal person could be able to. It's going to make us all small. Look at that. Yeah, I was just looking at the shirts. They look awesome.
Yeah, they don't look that good on me though.
Well, Scott, they're not going to look this good on me either, but they look nice in here. Yeah, I like all the colors. This gray looks good. I don't know where it went. Hold on. I got to go back up.
Maybe taking a minute to load.
There it goes. Yeah, it looks really good. I don't know. Let's go minimize. Yeah, very cool shirt. I love the look of the shirt. It's very, very cool. So yeah, I included this in the link in the description down below. So if you guys are looking to pick up some swag, get on it. There we go. I knew I would get it better. Look at all this stuff. This is what happens when the guy in the teams, the graphics is like, you guys have everything. This is a dope phone case.
Man, he's got all of us designing stuff too. Like he's helping us do our own stuff. And
now see that one on the bottom left there, Brock, Universal Haul and Crawl tee. That is if you just want to buy a Haul and Crawl t-shirt and you don't want it to be for a specific year, there's that one.
Oh, it's a very nice shirt.
That back is I had the admins pick the limerick because you kind of read that in a rhythm, right?
Okay. Yeah. This is a really cool t-shirt. Where are you guys getting these models at? That's what I want to know. Look at this guy.
That was me. That was me photoshopped.
Who's this fella? This was you 20 years ago? Back in your prime.
No, his arms are longer than mine. I got short arms, so.
I got short arms. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Let's see. Now I'm going to go. Nope. I almost removed Scott on accident. Clicked the wrong button. There we go. I'm mastering this thing. I clicked over it. It was like the share screen's always the last one. So I was like, remove. And then I was like, wait, no, that's Scott. Where did the other thing go? Yeah, the button clicking is it's a little tough on me. I'm not great at it, if I'm being honest. Like I need button clicking advice from time to time. So with the event, are there events in the event?
Yes.
I'm sure there's a show and shine.
Quite a lot. Yes, there is.
Okay.
We have so if you want me to, I'll just go ahead. I'm not gonna call off the whole schedule, but I'll tell you what all the side events are. So rock bouncing will be on Friday. So we actually have a rock bouncing course. So your REEFS and I don't have the rules in front of me, but there's rules for all this too.
There's always got to be a rule.
Yeah, you got to go to the Haul and Crawl page. They're not Sorka rules though; they're a lot easier than that. So
that's good.
That then the show and shine will be Saturday. Also zigzag drag racing. Corey come up with this a couple years ago. Actually, at the first Halloween Haul and Crawl. Right. And we're all, everybody's like putting these big KV motors in their trucks and big batteries, and they're like, I'm gonna win. And they get to the competition, and it's you don't want to go fast. No, you can.
You can try. It sounds like
you can try.
It'll end your run real quick.
It's a technical driving thing, and at Halloween Haul and Crawl, you have to pull a trailer to be in the event.
Oh, okay.
So there may be places you have to back that trailer into. There may be all kinds of things, but it is a 2 people enter, 1 person leaves kind of thing, and whoever comes out first on the other side without hitting the boundary and completes all the tasks, they're the winner.
I love that.
We just take that all the way, single elimination, and we take that all the way down to we have 1 man standing or woman, whichever the case may be.
Very cool. Let's see here. I got way behind. It won't let me click it. Let me click it. Mark is letting me run my rig. Mark, that's very nice of you. At Ease likes the shirts. A lot of vertical wall crawls. Be prepared. Brad's got a plethora. I'll just keep breaking Brad's rigs. He's got a million. Let's see here. More like 35 years ago. AI is crazy. That's really funny. Lots of events within event. Smack that like button, everyone. Cheers. The shop, Mini RC's in here. What's good? Love that Micro B. Good to see you guys at Proline by the Fire. It's always good to see you guys at Proline and Axial Fest. Yeah, those guys did a great job at Proline with the mini course setup. It's always, they always do a great job, but this one was an immense job this year. It looked crazy. The scale, 10 scale City that Dan with my trick puts together And then that mini scale city, it's on a whole little different level. The real scale city now is huge. Hola.
We would love to get into that ourselves. We would love
say hi to him
to have a
before he
scale
leaves.
city out there. What's
This
that?
is Dan from My Trick RC.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, Dan?
Pretty good. Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Good.
I figured I'd pop in here and surprise these guys with cool stuff like light whips and
I
stuff.
got it on still. It's not even killed
Yeah.
the battery. We still got 90%.
Sweet.
Hey, is he a sponsor for the event?
No,
No. You
Okay,
want
he
to-
will be.
I was
He
like,
will be.
Corey, duck down. Let's see.
He will be.
I have no issues with that.
He will
Oh,
I'm
I
in.
mean-
Apparently, I'm
I
in.
may look like I'm staring off into space. I'm gonna go get his logo and put it on the banner and resend it right now.
be.
there it
Can
is.
Do I need to take any
I thought the
position?
banners were gone.
We'll
We
get
get-
we'll get My Trick RC on board.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
I'll go ahead and
I mean,
update the
that'd
logo.
be awesome for sure.
All right, we just wanted to come say hi.
Okay.
There you go, Brock.
Take care.
There's
See
your
ya.
mic. There's your mic back.
Thank you. Good seeing you, fellas. Well, look at that. New sponsor. That's how it works.
Sponsor.
Maybe everybody will get a lidded whip.
Yeah. New sponsors this year. It's been crazy.
That's amazing. Yeah, you can see them all kind of. I mean, that background still behind Corey looks good. Heck yeah. Todd's in here. Todd, what's going on? How are you? I sent you an email.
This year too. If you, we've done it before, but we want everybody to take pictures of your rig while you're there at Cherokee Rock Village, and you might have your rig on that banner that Corey is sitting in front of next year.
Woo. I think I'm not going to take a picture of my rig because I know Corey's a little partial to what my rig looks like since he designed the wrap. I don't want him to have to make a decision. I'll leave my rig out.
Oh well, we let people vote on it. We don't vote on that. We let everybody.
Oh, then I'm gonna. I'll win for sure. I always get the ladies' votes. That pink and blue, it's where it's at. Every girl that comes by, she's like, "Why is yours the only one the ladies look at?" I'm like, "It's a ladies' rig. I'm a ladies' man. What can I say?" Like, I know what they like. That wrap came out incredible.
It really did.
I put it on. My wife's like, my wife doesn't get the fact that you like come up with a theme and then like that's your theme for quite some time. You put it on everything. Every truck gets it. You stay consistent. Every time she's in there, like sees me putting the wrap on or getting the paint job done from Brennan, she's like, same colors, same everything. And I was like, yeah, this is what's in my head right now. It takes a lot to change this. Like I'm not moving anything. I'm like, this is sticking around for a long time. I had a new truck the other day. And I was like, you can pick it. She was like, no, I don't want to do that. I was like, okay.
So here's one for you, Brock. You know we do tug of war, right?
Yeah, I did not. Okay.
And so you should bring a tug of war. You can get in the heavyweights. That'd be great to fly out here because it can go up to 50 pounds.
50 pounds?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start enlisting some help to get some rigs there. Jeremy, you got a 50-pound tug of war rig I can break? Jeremy already said he has a scale rig for me because Corey was like, bring a scale rig. And I was like, I don't own a scale rig. So Jeremy's got me for that. He said he's got me dialed in. So I'm excited for that. Got that buggy racing theme mentality, 100%, Mark. You come up with a theme, you run that theme until you played it to death. I still have not all, because I only did it for like the last 2 years of racing, but over my rafters in my garage, I have all of the stuff set up. All right, Jeremy doesn't have a 50-pound rig. Next class is 13 pounds. Jeremy, I know you got a 13-pound rig.
All of those boom racing trucks will be close to 13 pounds.
I don't know if he wants me tug of war in his boom
I don't
racing
think he's gonna hook one of those other trucks.
I was shocked when he offered me a scale rig. I was like, are you sure? Like, he's been crawling with me, though, so he knows I'm not nice
He's
to
got
anything.
scratches on them. They're not all shelf queens.
I think everything I've ever seen Jeremy bring has always been a shelf queen.
Everything he brought to Zombie Palooza was, that's for sure.
Oh, here we go. What about a 6x6? Is there a 6x6 class?
What just happened?
Can you not see me?
No, it's like I lost power.
Oh,
Some of
like
it.
like house power? You got no lights?
Oh, something come unplugged.
Oh, you look good here.
Hmm.
You looked. I was like 6x6. You were just like,
Yeah, something come
I
unplugged.
was like, are you waiting for the answer from Jesus? What are you doing? You're like,
Yeah, hold on.
Scott's out. He's gone. So automatic. Let's see. You can run a 6x6 in the heavyweight class. Look, everybody's got all these answers for me. So automatically 50 pounds. Jeez, 50 pounds is a lot of ring. That's like an X Max isn't even 50 pounds. That's a grip. Yeah, Scott's gone. He disappeared. He kicked out his plug. Oh, he's back. He was
And
bright
we're
for a
back.
second.
I got power again.
Look at that.
Well, the only problem is the iPad was going to die if I didn't plug that back up. So.
Oh, that sucks. That's what happened. SCX6 weights. My SCX6 moon buggy isn't even 25 pounds though.
Well, SCX6 aren't allowed. It's got to be a 10 scale crawler that can go up to 50 pounds.
You have people bringing out 10 scale 50. I got to see this. Someone's got to let me know when this event goes off.
Yeah,
I miss all of the events because I'm clueless and just sitting at the booth. And I'm like, wait, I wanted to see that one. So when that 50-pound one brassed out that many.
Well, we do the tug of war on the Hilo pad, so it's very close to where all the vendors are going to be, so you won't be able to miss it.
That's pretty good. I love when everything's like set. I'm very selfish of me, but I love when it's all central to vendor row, so I can just participate in everything.
The only thing that's going to be spread out is when you go trailing. If you go out into the trails, that's the only thing. Other than that, everything's going to be pretty close to where all the vendors.
I love that. Look at this. Tommy did a weight class because the winner last year was 64 pounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
60. Is there a 64-pound 10 scale crawler?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
We have watched Tommy melt down. I don't know how many motors in this event. I mean, he put so much power to them, and literally just the magic smoke. It doesn't come from the ESC; it comes from the motor. It comes out of the truck.
That's a pretty good time. I agree with the mini shop. It's one of the things I hate about working at the booth is missing dope events. It's for sure one of the downsides. A lot of positive things, but limited to running 10 scale electronics and running gear. I am blown away at this. 10 scale and electronics. I mean, I guess you get like 10 scale electronics though. You can get they call Traxxas like Max's 10 scale electronics, and that's a big old motor in ESC right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that thing's a beast.
Yeah, it's crazy what they're able to pull off the way they build these trucks. So it's definitely a lot of fun to watch. Hopefully there'll be a ton of trucks there. Literally a ton of trucks there.
We get a 64-pound trucks together. It's not going to be hard.
But then we have the paper rock scale, which is Melissa Piper and her photography, but they're putting on a mini monster jam, her and Mark. That's going to be a lot of fun. I think that's 1/18 and 1/24 scales. Am I right, Corey, about that?
Yeah, I think so. 18th and 24th scale. So it encompasses all your low C, like your armor
mini
ROMs. So TRX4 MTs, stuff like that.
Should be a good time. Mike still left his mini LMT here. Maybe I'll just keep that for an extra 2 weeks. Throw that in my bag. That's small enough.
That'll work. Then we
let's
also
see.
have Brandon McCullough is doing the 1/24 scale series stuff, so there'll be courses
Nice.
and challenges, as well as of course we have the trailer lift and the table of death. So those are a lot of fun.
Table of Death, King of the Table. I'm assuming similar. Push them off.
Yeah. Well, we stole it from Proline by the Fire, which was Sumo Wars.
Little weeble wobble.
And ours spins too. It rotates and wobbles.
That's pretty good time.
Yeah,
that is a good time. Oh yeah, Mark chimed in. 116, 118, mini LMTs, granite, Grom, etc. There it is. Look at this. Okay, we got all the answers. 550 cam, no 8 scale motors. They're screaming for mercy. Yeah, they got to be. It's just like a one and done type of situation. That's where you run it and then just send it back to Castle. Like I was just doing one circle in my front yard. It was on the grass, I swear. The most common thing ever. That's when anybody breaks anything 10 seconds in. I was just testing it on the grass. I'm like, where does everybody get all this grass from? Every single person just testing it on the grass.
Actually, rebuilding a Castle motor isn't real expensive. I've armatures and stuff. It's really not.
It's not terrible. No, yeah, it's very easy to do. I think it's just the people that don't know. I think there's a decent number of people in the hobby today that don't know they can do it. Like there's a number of people that still don't know you can rebuild a servo. Like we have gear sets for every servo we make. It's like it's very simple to take a servo apart and put a new gear set in. They don't remember the days of pulling the pin out or dremeling the pin off a servo to make a servo winch.
Yeah.
Like there used to not be servo winches. Like
Right.
you would take a servo with a broken gear, shave that down, and servo winch. Put a sewing spool on it. Like that was back when you had to like really create your own stuff.
Yeah.
I was discussing that with someone the other day. Back in the RC crawler days, like there wasn't really Facebook. There wasn't any. Everything lived off that subset of Pirate 4x4 on the RC crawlers, and that's where you got so much stuff made in like Steve's garage or this guy's backyard. You'd order this $60 metal gears for your transmission, and they'd come in 8 weeks later because like it's just one dude in his garage making these one-off parts, which is really, really fun. That's what got me hooked back in the day. It was a lot of customization, a lot of trying to source parts that weren't supposed to be parts. That was really good. That's what drives me nuts about the current crew is like, oh, this ready to run sucks. I'm like, this ready to run is incredible compared to like 14-year-old ready to runs. Like you'd literally buy a ready to run, take the entire thing apart, do a bunch of janky jimmy rigging to get it to run, to put it all back together. And you're like, all right, now I can take my deadbolt or my, what was the other one? What was the little one? The Jimny on the trail. Like you're just my dingo. Like I gotta get my axial
Oh my
dingo up and
God.
running. You had to sleeve the drive shafts. You were putting tubes inside the axles. Like
Brock has been in this for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
way too long. I'm an RC nerd. Look at this. 3D printing is making custom rigs so much easier. 3D printing is revolutionizing the RC world as a whole. Like now, it's so easy to get something 3D printing and send, cut, send. You can design stuff at your house for free on Fusion and then print it on your printer 20 minutes later. Like it's crazy.
I'm printing a hood for an optic right now.
It's like, imagine 10 years ago, someone was going to tell you that you'd be 3D printing in your house. Like it does, like you would have never believed them. Like, no way. Like the original ones were so much money. They were so slow. Like even from like my first 3D printer was in 2019, 2020 was the Ender 3 Pro. And I was like, this is so easy to use. This is amazing. And now I look like it, I still have it. It's in my garage. And then Reef has the Bamboo. And I look at the Ender like it's just put like old, it's 1960s technology. And I was like, this pathetic thing. Why did I ever think this was cool? But the new stuff, I mean, the Bamboo, it's literally just point and click. Like, how do you want it oriented? Click it. It's like I spent hours and days fine tuning that Ender for like temperatures and temp scales and hangover angles and all this. And then you'd still end up with spaghetti every third print, no matter what you did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Bed
leveling that bed with the piece of paper, like just running.
Hated that.
And then you like, I always found like the kids like lined paper that's in those like spiral notebooks that worked the best.
Yeah,
if you got like printer paper, the gap was too far.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that world. I've only had a Bamboo, so I don't.
Yeah, so you're just cheating, Scott. Corey's got to go and just unplug it every like third print, so that way you get angry. If you haven't yelled at it yet, you're not 3D printing, in my opinion.
It does mess up. I mean, every now and then. It does.
That's fun. See it right here. This is why the Shop Mini RC. The whole reason I started my channel is to show people how to do stuff, give them the confidence to open the shit up, cut, solder 100%. I think it's a huge thing. Yeah, it's a really big thing. Yeah, helps the newbie get more comfortable and changing their wheels and tires. I mean, yeah, for sure.
Well, in my opinion, if you're going to be in this hobby and you can't work on your own rig, that's a travesty.
Yeah, there's a decent number of people out there that don't really get it, and it's shocking to me. But like, you know, like they say, they sell 15 times the amount of ready to runs as they do a kit, even though you know, kit's so much better. Yeah, the Bamboo really has changed how easy it is to print.
Yeah.
There it is, just for Scott. If you have never fought an E3, you're not a printer. That's what it is right there. If
I'm not a printer. I never said I was a printer, but that Bamboo sitting over there is.
Oh, it said if you've never come home to just a pile of spaghetti, cussing and screaming after work or dinner, like the amount of times my wife would just walk in and be like, take a picture and was like, is it supposed to look like that? I'm like, Nah, just shut the whole thing down.
Just
Like, I thought you needed this. And I was like, she's like, how much money did we waste? And I was like, luckily it's only cents, but it's time. It's not the money. It's how much time did I waste trying to get this set up. Yeah, that thing really irked me. I'll never forget. I printed a SCX 24 Little Guy Racing. Before they were Little Guy Racing, they had a shop on Thingsburst. I printed that first thing, and that thing took, it was 26 hours on the Ender 3, and it was in my room at the time, like in our master bedroom. So it was just like, meep, 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 meep. I was like,
So
Mark,
it was
even with a bamboo, Mark printed something the other day. It was 44 hours.
Yeah, well,
look at that. Yeah, that's so cool. Is it
so
lit up or is it 3D? Is it
It's just
3D printed.
that's really neat. That looks like there's a light behind it. See, it's raised, and now with the AMS, you can just do that in one print.
Yep, that's what all these came off of. So all
Right.
these will be sitting out on the table for all the side events.
That's very cool.
If people want to sign up for a side event, they go up to the table, they find the side event plaque they want to sign up for, and they write their name in.
That's clever. That's really clever. Yeah, UV react. Oh, well, not that one. This one, UV reactant filament. There it is. Look at Reef. He's getting real nerded out. So for those of you that aren't members, you're not going to know this. For those of you that are, head over to the YouTube channel to check out our member-only video. So while at Proline by the Fire, we hooked up with James with Knights Customs. He went into my trailer and scanned Reef and I's head so we could 3D print our heads for all of our interiors.
What?
Dude, the amount of big ass head jokes Scott was like, Jeremy immediately was like, man, if this has a memory error right now, it's going to be epic. Like the head jokes were endless, but it is not a flattering.
Your head's the same size as mine, so I know.
Yeah. It is not, it wouldn't scan my beard. It is I was like, who is that? He's like, it's you. I'm like, that's not what I look like.
That's a mugshot.
Like,
Like you
right? Yeah, look at so those of you that aren't members, this is what you're missing out. These behind the scenes, the amount of shit talking that happened at that scan, I had to cut some of it, but whew, it was a good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's I thought it was just gonna be like he'd hold the camera and be like, all right, let's go. He scanned Reef's head like 6 times. He scanned mine like 3. It's got to be like the perfect distance, but he's got to keep the distance as he goes this way. Yeah, it's like, yeah, there's a good shot of that in the video. It's quick because the background talk wasn't great, Robert. But yeah, Robert was in there. He saw us. Yeah, Knights Customs, he's amazing. Everything he does is so great. I am so excited for it. What app is that? I'm not sure. Why
don't you talk about what Reef is doing, what you guys are doing for, I mean, everybody knows you're sending prizes, but you're doing something special this year he's never done before.
Why don't you talk about what we're doing this year that's special that we're not doing before?
You don't know.
I don't know if I know what we're talking about.
What is it? I think it's a base camp, right?
Oh, yeah, the base camp giveaway. Yeah, I forgot all about it. Yeah, so we have a ready-to-run base camp. No, he's holding up a different truck.
Uh-oh.
That one. It's a UTB 18 Mini Capra. It's the green one. He's in the window right here while he's on his call. So we're going to be raffling off a UTB. If you want to come in, that's up. You're the boss. He's asking me what to do. Like you're the boss. He's got to stand though. I got so much shit in this chair. Come on in.
So I was talking to him yesterday.
Oh, well, I was like, Scott's like, here. I was like, I don't know. Here we can put this like that.
UTB 18
Hi
guys. Trick out.
Hey guys. Sorry, I'm late to the party.
It's all right.
You're good. Get up to business, man.
Busy in meetings all day. Busy meetings. And I was like, you know what? I'd rather give a new car.
Oh, so we're going new,
but we're gonna take it out of the box,
Oh.
do our stuff to it, and then we're gonna put it on top of the box there at the event, and we're gonna have them do what they want, raffle, whatever you want to do.
Dude, you're gonna be busy, Brock, because you only got 2 weeks for that.
And I still got a trans to build.
Yep, you got a transmission to build. You got a UTB 18 to build.
These
And
are
wrap.
unreleased Viterra Green SCX10 Pro rounds rails. So I'm gonna build a new Pro.
You got to finish all my rigs first.
Your rigs are done.
You got to finish my H10.
This is the true thing right here. Never enough time.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So
Yeah.
what we're planning to do in here is throw.
I edited that photo.
That's nice.
I
A
edited
raw
that photo.
400.
Raw 400.
Nice.
Our servo horn, our washers, our new BEC, different wheels and tires, and then we're gonna wrap the whole thing in the REEFS wrap, and then that will be
There it is.
pretty bad. Maybe we'll throw some $400 shocks in it, you know, like just go crazy with some aftermarket. We'll keep the motor and ESC all the same.
Where did you get $400 shocks? Pit Bull's the most expensive I know about.
Or the maybe $200. Are they 200?
I think they're cheap.
Yeah.
The
200.
200.
I'm always thinking stuff's more
They're
expensive.
200, but by the time Reef touches them, then that's an extra.
Oh, okay.
Then they
I
turn
gotta
into
put a lot.
$400.
That's like an
If
extra
I
15
build
bucks.
them, that's like priceless.
Yeah, drag
Oh,
tech
yeah.
shocks for this are expensive.
Yeah,
They're
we're gonna
nice.
do some shocks. We'll do some stuff on here, but I ain't really know what other rig to do. So I was like, well, I have this one new in the box here, so
Yeah.
let's do that.
That'll be perfect.
It's the gray cage one too.
Yeah, with the Fox livery, but you're not gonna get the Fox livery because I'm gonna cover it with the
That's
Reef.
going to
You
be
could put
so
one of those
sick
antennas
with the
on the back
Reefs
of it.
wrap and the gray cage.
Yeah,
Oh,
He's adding that sales tax in his head.
sales tax.
Reef's gonna need to sign each shock. There you go. That's how they'd be worth $400.
It's the Reef tax. Hey, Todd's in here. Todd, there's only 4 or 5 more oranges, so you better get on the website and get one because they're almost gone.
Golly, are they gone?
They're pretty close.
Scott, yours is not gone. Your box should be shipping today.
I paid for them.
Ethan's been lagging.
Freaking Ethan.
Judah's
mine's out
fired.
for delivery.
Oh, there it is. It's out for delivery.
Ooh, you got some special stuff in there too.
I hope mine's
Special candy.
stuff.
I like
Oh.
candy.
Todd said he'll do it now. There it is, Todd. Get it done.
Hey, we want to off camera. Well, there's a question Corey and I want to ask anyway, but not in public.
Off camera.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all family here. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody's
If
watching this.
If I ask a question,
Nobody's watching this.
it might. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna say it yet. No.
All right, you could ask me later. But yeah, this truck, I heard you guys talking about trucks, so I grabbed it real quick. I'm actually going to go open it and
mess it up.
start getting some parts on the table for it.
There it is.
Well, it was awesome. I remember when you guys jumped on our live way back in, I think it was in March. Remember, I was on a Facebook Live in the Georgia Rock Zombies, and you hit the button to ask that to be invited. So I opened it up, and you started talking about that then, and that was awesome. I think everybody's going to love that. There's not too many people that get to have a truck or with the Reef livery on it. So, well, you can buy the wraps now, but
You
still.
can buy the wraps, but I don't have time to get them painted, or else I would. But I think doing it up, actually having it built here at the Reef shop with the Reef parts by Brock and me.
I'm not taking any credit. It doesn't run. Reef touched it.
It doesn't
Todd
run.
needs another screw mat because his Great Dane ate it this morning. You gotta
Dang. Those dogs. You better
Well,
order a gray and black
While
one.
we have,
Yeah,
before
sorry.
Reef runs off, let me say, Reef, thank you for supporting us the way that you do. Most of this stuff that we do wouldn't be possible without all of our sponsors. And I I get asked all the time, so I want to be the title sponsor for Haul and Crawl. I'm like, yeah, you can't. It's like, why? Because
Tell
it
'em,
belongs
tell
to
'em.
Reef.
Sucks to suck, like Brock would say.
I say we do a bidding war next
Because
year.
Reef said,
Suck,
I want
suck.
a title sponsor of Haul and Crawl forever. Like, I want
That's
it
right.
forever. So I'm like, okay.
That's right. And it's only our prizes and our support is only going to get bigger and better and bigger and better. So you ain't seen nothing
Actually,
yet.
I've already had a lot of people ask if you guys were bringing the new BECs, the transmissions, if you're going to have them there to sell, because there's people excited to get one of them.
I have all the
Whoa.
new stuff, and I'm trying to hold off and bring. I wanted to bring 5 orange raws,
Oh, those are
but
good.
there's only 5 left, I think. So if I could hold on to 1 or 2 and bring it there, that would be cool. So I'm gonna try.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
All right, boys. I'm gonna catch you later. I'm gonna go back to my meat things.
Thanks, dude.
Take your car with
Take my
you.
car with me.
What do you think about my light? This light's been on the whole time. Yeah, I know he's excited, but I'm excited to come out for my first time. We're looking forward to it.
It's gonna be a good time,
I
Brock. You're
love
gonna
to
have
get out.
when we leave this weekend, you're gonna be exhausted when you go home.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I always am. I'm exhausted. My poor liver needs a reset. That poor thing. I'm gonna have to bring.
Well, you're gonna be exhausted from. I mean, come on, we got people. Jeremy Kilburn's coming.
I love the kill.
RC Jesus will be there.
Man,
Jeremy Griffith.
Jeremy Griffith.
oh
Josh,
my goodness.
I always forget Josh's last name.
Dutton.
That's it.
It's. I don't know that we're gonna stop laughing.
It's always a good time. Well, so at Proline, we were all hanging out, and it was late. And it's late when Nick comes rolling over, RC Jesus, out of the shadows, just comes over. And we all were like, I was on my way into bed. I was like hitting this. I was halfway on the steps, said hi. Poor Jeff, man. He was like, no, I'm gonna hang. I'm gonna hang with these guys. And I was like, it's a little late, Jeff. It's a little. Jeff called. That event ends Sunday. Jeff called me Wednesday and was like, bro, I shouldn't have done that. I was like, I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to be a dad, but yeah, you can't. Like after that late, it's never a good sign. Yeah. I'm reading a little milk thistle on this trip.
Definitely always a highlight.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I think that's the best part about all events. Like everybody asks me which event is my favorite, which events are the best to go to. And the great part about all events is no matter where it is, no matter what the event is, like for me, it's just getting to see and hang out with all the people that you don't get to see and hang out with every single day. Like we got the local group, but I can crawl with them 3 times a month. But being able to see the people that you don't get to see, and for me, getting to go to you guys and hang out with you guys, but it's so much more fun when you're showing up and then you see one of the East Coast guys come over. I'm like, what are you like? When I saw Josh driving through on Instagram, and that man was in Texas for 3 days worth of stories. He's still in Texas. I was like, what are you doing? He was like,
you guys are going to get to see us in December too.
Yep.
You guys are coming out in December?
Yep.
Oh, that's exciting. That's an event.
Myself and Oren, we're all flying out to.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, because when you see Orange Jeep at Holland Crawl,
I've been hearing about it. Is it going to be done by Holland Crawl?
Oh,
yes, it will be.
He's dropping it off Monday.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it gets done Monday, however long it takes. I don't know how long it takes to do that, but
3 to 4 days.
It should be quick. Yeah, see, Jeff's in here. Jeff said it was good times. Yeah, Jeff. He did not look good on Sunday. Mark's right. The best part of events is always the people. Tiny trucks are just a good excuse. I 100% agree.
This is the reason why we went ahead and made this event 3 days this year is because all the admins are always there for 4 or 5 days anyway. We use a group camping trip where we just hang out, spend time together that we don't get to do all the time. So we just added a 3rd day, and the Friday is mainly just about just go run your truck for everybody because for Corey, for me, for all the admins, we work for 2 days. Saturday and Sunday we work all day, and it's hard to get away and do stuff. So Friday is a fun day for everyone.
Yep, even vendors. So when you and Reef come and all the other vendors, you don't set up on Friday. Yeah, you put your tent up, but you don't put your stuff out.
Oh,
because that doesn't start until Saturday. Friday is everybody shows up and you go trail with your favorite person.
That's fun. I like that.
One big follow the leader through the woods, which you probably be following me for a while, and then I'll give up and let somebody else go.
And I hope there's something else awesome about Cherokee Rock Village. One thing we've never had happen there is theft.
That's a big thing.
That has happened a lot at events lately, and it pisses me off really bad for somebody,
100%.
To do something like that. I mean, it happened at Beat the Creek. I mean, people walked off with rigs. And I'm not bad mouthing Beat the Creek. It's not. No,
it's almost every event at this point.
But we've thankfully, and I hope that I'm not jinxing myself here, but we've never
knock on some wood.
and you know everything stays tight knit and so close together. I mean, it's pretty hard to get away with anything anyway. But
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I remember the OG Axial days. Like I'd show up with 25 rigs, you'd throw them out on the table in front of the trailer, and
yeah,
gone for 4 hours and come back. Like I never once thought something was going on.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I know this. There's a if there's a few people. Now I'm not going to name any names because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. But there's a few people in our group. If you're caught stealing, you might find one of those high clips. I'm just going to say.
Oh yeah.
Just saying you might. I'm not saying you will. Just saying you might.
It's a good time. Well, fellas, that's all the time we got for today. Truly appreciate you guys coming on, hanging out with me. I needed to get it out. For anybody looking to go to Halloween Haul and Crawl, all of the information is in the link down below. You can hit up the Georgia Rock Zombies page on Facebook. Always a good time going on over there. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it, bro. Thank you, man.
Bye, fellas.
See you, buddy.